Hey, welcome everybody to the Mac Show. I'm Anita K,
I'm MelodicMic.
who's also my workout partner.
Today's episode, we teach you how to work your core. No.
We actually talk about a very important topic.
Yes.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, MelodicMic.
Why are we talking about this? Why? Please explain to them why this is so important. I think it's huge, but
I think it's really important.
yes.
I really think it's all about captivating your focus. Staying in your lane is really underlying what it means is keep to your focus. Have a focus and manage that focus.
Do you remember and really listen to what she's saying? Your focus.
Because it's the only thing that you can control.
Huge. I think I really want to jump in as I'm working my core. Is that I think a lot of people go through this thing that it's a human trait because we've been raised in it, is that seeking affirmation and seeking validation based on what society says you should be or what you should have in your life, or just even your family members. Let's bring it closer to home. Your family members and your friends telling you how life should be, on what you should do for yourself and what you should go after and stuff like that. But too many of us, at the end of the day, for some odd reason, always want to hear this hear this affirmation that someone is telling you that you're doing right. Why do you want to do that?
Have you ever been guilty of that?
Yeah.
I have too.
I think a lot of us go through that stage, and the sooner that we learn to really stay in your lane and focus on you.
Right.
You. What's your strengths? What do you like to do?
It's all about you.
Yes.
Because if you don't, what happens? Then we have a second area to really hone in on, and that's managing the fear.
Yeah.
Because that's naturally what follows if we don't have the focus and we don't focus on what we have control over.
Yeah.
So then we've got a dichotomy of two issues. How do you stay focused, and how do you manage the fear when you can't?
And it's rough.
What do you think?
It's a fine line. I think a lot of times, I'm going to tell you where I felt guilty before I changed my outlook at life.
Okay.
Is that I felt as though I've always wanted to make my parents proud. And that was instilled at a young age, obviously. And what happened was I was doing whatever it took to get their attention. I was doing whatever it took to fulfill whatever they wanted as immigrants that they've always wanted to do with their lives. But I felt as though, I'm just pursuing something, so it's an extension of what they wanted to do. And when I realized that, that's not who I am. That's not my outlook of life. That's what I didn't want to do. And I really chased and stayed in my own lane. I didn't let my friends, I didn't let my family really just deter me from what I wanted to focus on. The confidence grew. I think that's huge.
I do too.
Self-awareness builds up your confidence.
And a lot of us know that, but then how do we put it into practice?
True.
Really tough.
Yeah.
One way we can is really making goals.
Setting
really
goals.
making goals, even for our emotions. Exercising and fine-tuning what your visions and your goals are for yourself. A lot of us make vision statements for in the corporate world, etc., but how often do we actually help cope with managed fear by focusing on other visions that can really help us move forward in life? And actions to follow that. What do you think?
You know what's good about goals is that when you complete each individual goal, you get to cross that off your list.
And you get out of your head.
You build a little bit of confidence.
You stay organized.
Yes.
And another benefit is you stay on top of things, which alleviates the stress and alleviates the loss of control. Really
Focus.
important.
Well, here's the thing. Without goals, I think a lot of people just navigate through lives just without purpose.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of people get lost and they get confused and they're unsure about themselves because they really haven't taken the time to break down just goals that they want to attain, they want to achieve. It's so important. You're absolutely
It's very,
right.
very important. So if you have one thing that bothers you, one of the easiest and most simple techniques to really tackle that is to make a list of your attributes and what goals you want to accomplish.
Absolutely.
And change that one thing that bothers you, but focus on the progress and not the end of the destination. That's where we tend to get overwhelmed and busy with our heads, which is counterproductive.
It's the journey.
It is.
Remember this. You'll hear this throughout everybody that you follow on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's the journey and not the destination.
It really is. That's the true self-discovery and self-awareness process, which is ongoing.
Yeah.
And it's in building blocks and building blocks. Mm-hmm. But how fun, you know? And sometimes we've got to build and climb that wall, and then we fall. But the next time, I'm sure we can find other strategies to get even higher.
Something really clicked in my head when you said that. As you're building yourself up, be patient with yourself.
Yes.
Really be patient with yourself.
Be very patient.
It's not going to happen right now. No. Shoot, it's not going to happen 6 months from now. You know what? Sometimes it might not happen the next year or two.
Well, hence enjoying the journey.
Yes.
If you don't have patience, you can't enjoy any kind of journey.
Yeah. So be patient.
So a really good qualification to instill.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks, MelodicMic. That's great feedback.
I got one.
Now let's talk about how to work on the core.
True. True. That's going to be another one.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes.
A
remember,
really important topic.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what we say, no matter what we do, you have to make a decision for yourself to be you.
And your focus will get you far. Your focus and your commitment to that.
Be happy for you. Right? Until next time, I'm MelodicMic.
And I'm Anita K.
This is the Mac Show.